Welcome, everyone, to episode 40 of Over the Line podcast on the Degenerate Sports Network. This week we have NFL Conference Championship weekend. We had the National Championship just a couple of days ago in college football. And then we're going to be getting into we have all the sports tonight. I mean, every sport you can think of. So just be ready for it. We're going to kick off the show just recapping a little bit of the National Championship. Some bad beats.
Some horrible beats.
Bad beats.
Great game, right. Terrible beats.
Yeah, Dalton thought it was good.
Well, Dalton I cheated and took an alternate spread. Though.
Yeah, well, Casey tried to do that and still didn't hit it.
Yeah.
So his is the worst beat of them all.
But
didn't they both miss by like half a point for you too?
Well,
I hit the over. I took Indiana minus 6.5 because I was like, no way they lose by more than a touchdown. And then, they win by 6 points. So that's just how it goes. I had a great weekend the weekend before, and the gambling gods were like, he's had too much success. Let's temper it down a little bit. That's just how it goes.
See, I was the opposite. Last week was like the week before was terrible for college for me, and I had a good NFL week, and I flip-flopped this week.
Yeah.
The gambling gods giveth, the gambling gods taketh away.
Yeah, I went.
They definitely take it away. I went 0 for 2 in college and 0 for 5 in the NFL. So I literally went 0 for 7.
Yeah,
well, NFL
might be the worst football weekend of the year, I think. For me.
Yeah, it was.
And Jake's a Raiders fan.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
I got a lot of bad weekends.
I was going to say he got to see his quarterback of the future, though.
He looked horrible.
Yeah. The Mendoza.
Yeah.
No, but
Dalton is pessimistic about Mendoza, but
I shouldn't say he looked horrible. Yeah.
Get it out of the way. Let's hear it.
No,
Get it out of the way.
He didn't look that great, but that touchdown run at the end, I saw that and I was like, oh, this could be the guy.
Yeah.
It's just the run that made me believe.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as he scored that rushing touchdown, that was just like the moment that they frame. It's like, this is when it was won. This is his moment. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
He just, if you can't protect him, he can't do much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I don't think I disagree, and I'm really
the Raiders are a bad team to have that problem with.
That's true. I'm excited to get into. Well, I shouldn't say I'm excited to get into quarterback scouting because it's mostly him that I'm excited. When we get to that point on the scouting show on Tuesdays, but I will say, you could say that about like 90% of quarterbacks in the NFL.
True.
So, like, are we really saying a whole lot other than like, hey, man, maybe don't let him get annihilated every week? And if that's the case. Might be hard to do, unfortunately, for the Raiders, but it's kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get more into him on the show. But
I think. Go ahead. No, go ahead, Don.
I will say, I think after Indiana winning this championship with Cignetti in year 2, I feel like every college coach in Division I has to be on the hot seat now.
Oh.
Right? Or at least at every major program.
Yeah, I would say if you haven't had any type of success within the past 2 seasons, that you might feel a little way. I don't know. There's a few coaches I think that are safe out there still, but I get your sentiment there that like it's setting a precedent that these other like athletic directors and whatever you want to call them now with the NIL era, like they're going to be looking for that Kurt Cignetti everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, why can't we win now?
Yeah.
It's fair.
Yeah. And it's just
the resources.
Yeah. And I don't know. I think this next season for Indiana is going to be the telling one for Cignetti and see if he can continue on that success. I'm not saying that he has to win the national championship every year to be a successful coach. And I think he's already a very successful coach, but next year will be very telling if they come out and win 7 games next season, which I doubt they do. But if that happens, I don't know.
Starting the old Hoover vacuum at quarterback.
Yeah.
He is. I will say, I do think Cignetti is going to be a guy that, like, kind of like Jim Harbaugh, where he is going to like grate on people after a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can see that. Especially if, like, when they stop winning all the time, it's gonna, like, his shtick is not gonna age well in
Yeah.
after 2 straight 8-4 seasons.
Yeah, he's quite on on a generational aura farming run right now.
Correct.
He really is. This is incredible stuff he's doing. Just destroying all preconceived notions of how it's done. But yeah, as soon as it's not working, people are gonna be like, all right, now this sucks. Actually, I hate you now.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is fair at all, but it's going to happen. That's how it's going to work.
The I win stuff, yeah. It will not
Google me. I win, which by the way, hard line also correct is up to this point. So can I really say anything about it? Not really.
No.
But eventually.
Yeah.
Maybe
but you can definitely see why they hated him at Alabama.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, he wins.
He does. Google. He wins. But yeah, I mean, but if he can just keep going the way he is, I doubt that he'll have any issues. So we'll see what happens. I mean, we haven't seen a coach like this in college football ever, I would say, that has turned a program like that around.
No, not in. I mean, obviously, there's a reason why he was able to do it with the way that things are now. But he still did it even differently than a lot of teams do it.
Yes.
Not a lot of blue chip players coming over to Indiana in the transfer. Just a lot of players who fit and can do what he wants them to do. You could argue the best player on the team for a minute there was a player that was already there before he got there, which the receiver for them. I can't remember his name right
Charlie
now.
Becker.
Charlie, honestly, he flashed more than almost anyone else did down the stretch. So he's just a good coach, man. So
he had a couple great catches towards the end of the game. That was just kind of backbreakers for Miami there on third down. So
I don't think we've ever seen a run like this, to actually win a national title.
Yeah,
right. Because you've had the turnarounds quickly, but
Urban at Utah is probably one of the best examples.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe what's his name at Kansas for a couple years. Can't remember his name right now, but coached those in the late 2000s Kansas teams.
Yeah.
But it's just not many times where you even get close to this type of success, right?
No.
TCU.
Yeah, I guess for a minute.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see if he has that staying power that those other coaches just couldn't keep up with. So, but not every kid. I mean, plenty of kids now are gonna be like, oh, well, I'm gonna look at Indiana.
Yeah, maybe he won't have to recruit as well in the transfer portal if he's gonna get, if he can get guys to show up there just naturally.
And now they got that Mark Cuban money.
Oh yeah,
that doesn't hurt. So, but that's a wrap on college football this year. It was a quick one. It felt like it was just here. Now it's over, sadly. We have 3 more games left of football for this season. So we'll talk about 2 of them later.
The Pro Bowl.
Yeah. That we might have negative games left. Actually.
I was going to say we have 2.5 games left of football. That subtracts.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about the conference championships games. I am struggling today. Conference championship. All right, whatever.
Yeah, what's going on?
Dude, I am struggling today.
The chip games.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The chip. But let's just go ahead and get into our betting. Like I said, we're going to be betting on everything. So just be patient with us as we get through it all. But we're going to kick off with soccer. Jake, if you want to take over.
Yeah, I have 4 English Premier League bets. Since there's no college football,
it's fair.
Need another long odds parlay. So I gotta have one of these plus 5,000s in here. So I have first one is between West Ham and Sunderland. I'm taking Sunderland money line at plus 185. I don't really know why they're underdogs in this one.
I thought you were going to say, I don't know why I'm picking them for a second. You're going to say.
Because, Sunderland, this is their first year in the Premier League in a while, and they're actually doing pretty well. They're near top of the league.
Okay.
And West Ham has won one out of their last 10 games. So, I don't know why they're favored. I mean, they are at home, but Sunderland's a much better team, so I'm taking them.
Until I die.
Yeah.
How many directional hams are there?
That's just
west.
There's 8 of them: north, east, southwest, northeast, southwest.
There is Southampton. There is Southampton.
Yeah. Oh, true. That is kind of a directional hand.
There you go. I was just wondering, Anyway, you can go ahead.
Yeah, there's always some funny names with these teams.
Yeah. That one's not even that bad. That's just me being an asshole.
I have a draw between Burnley and Tottenham. Tottenham in the Champions League, they're like 5th out of 36 teams, and in the Premier League, they're in 16th. So I don't know what the difference is, but they don't win in the Premier League, and they're having to travel at Burnley, who is fighting to stay up. They're in the relegation zone, so they have a lot to play for. I just could see this game ending in like an ugly draw, and it's a plus 240, which is pretty good value. So I'm rolling with that one. Then I have Newcastle and Aston Villa. I'm taking Aston Villa money line at plus 260. This is another one where I don't really understand the odds here because Aston Villa is 3rd in the league right now, and Newcastle is in the bottom half. It's at Newcastle, and they have a great home atmosphere, but this is just way too good of odds for me not to take. So I'm rolling with that. And then the last one is a draw between Arsenal and Man United. Arsenal leads the league. Man United has been kind of up and down. They just got a new manager, and they've looked really good in the last 2 games of the new manager. So they're kind of riding like the new head coach bump. I just think they can get one at home against Arsenal. Arsenal, I think, drew to the 17th place team last week. So they are top of the league right now, but they haven't been in great form. And this is another one at plus like 290. So pretty good value there. The odds on this parlay are crazy. They're all like the smallest bet I have is plus 185. So the 4 legs come out to plus 13,504.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So a $5 bet pays 675. So
Nice.
I don't. These are all technically long odds bets, but I just kind of feel good about them. So we'll see what happens.
I like it.
And I've also decided now, after hearing that, 'cause I haven't been following the Premier League, now I've decided that I need Tottenham to win the Champions League and get relegated. Be the greatest.
They won last year. They won the Europa League and they finished 17th out of 20 in the Premier League.
That would be the most seasoned of all time.
Yeah, it's usually the top 4 teams go to the Champions League, and then the bottom 3 get relegated. And it's just funny because when you win the Europa League, you get automatic promotion in the Champions League. So they were 1 spot ahead of a team that got relegated, and they were in the Champions League. It's just funny to look at.
Yeah, if they won the Champions League, they would they'd automatically be back too, right?
Yeah, they could be back and get relegated if they
That'd be hilarious.
I don't think that's ever happened.
Championship in the Champions League, which the championship sounds like it's a good league. It's not a good league.
The league system in soccer is just ridiculous.
It's so convoluted.
It's almost like to the point where I'm like, there was a point in my life where I'm like, maybe I'll get into soccer. And then I thought about it. I'm like, how do I even start? What do I watch?
They have
what
a
league is
Premier
this?
League, which is top, and then it's the Championship, and then the League 1, League 2, and then it's all like non-league in there.
Specifically
but
in England, right? Like or in the
yeah.
Then there's
but
Liga
every
and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, after League 2, it's basically like glorified beer leagues.
Love that.
Yeah.
The FA Cup they have so many different like leagues going on at the same time in soccer, but the FA Cup is basically just like a tournament of all the teams. So it's like you have the Premier League teams, and then it goes all the way down to like the 7th division. And the team that won it last year, the team that won it last year, Crystal Palace, they just lost like 2 weeks ago to like a 5th division team. Like players that work like part-time other jobs.
Yeah.
Can you? I just imagine
my bartender beating your ass.
Yeah, literally.
It's funny because I feel like these guys could be playing in like a 100,000 seat arena, and then the next minute they're playing in some dude's backyard.
No, literally,
it's ridiculous to me.
They played on like a high school field.
And like the stands are from like 1850.
It was like I think it was like Arsenal or something, who has like a 75,000 seat stadium. It's like billions of dollars, and they were playing like a 7th league team on a high school field. It's crazy.
It's awesome.
Where like the players' parents work the concession stands or something.
Yeah.
But like they did figure out a way for there to be like their sport be on pretty much year round.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Figure that out yet?
I mean, it's awesome because
it's like a 3-month off season. And then they have like World Cups
internationally.
Yeah. So we'll definitely be getting into soccer more once the American football, the good football, is gone. So just be on the lookout for that. But let's just go ahead and get on to football on ice and talk about the NHL. We have some NHL bets here. I picked 3 games for tomorrow in a parlay. I have the Golden Knights money line against the Boston Bruins at -135. Chicago Blackhawks +1.5 against the Hurricanes, and then the Dallas Stars money line against the Blue Jackets. All 3 of those together is at +511.
Like it.
Dalton, what do you got?
All right. So I went back to my system of just finding 3 games and taking +1.5 on 3 different teams.
Love it.
I got Red Wings +1.5 against the Wild, Penguins +1.5 against Edmonton, and Sabres +1.5 against Montreal. Those 3 games together parlay at +284.
Nice.
I have 4 picks. I took the Hurricanes at -1.5 against Chicago. I just think they're better than Chicago when they're at home, so I'm taking that one. I have the Stars -1.5 against the Blue Jackets because it's a +180, and Dallas is like the second best team in the league. So I'm going to take that every time. I took the Penguins money line against the Oilers at +152 because they've actually been playing some pretty good hockey recently. I thought they were cooked like 2 months ago, but they're on I think they have 2 regulation losses in the past 10 I saw. And I want to see the Oilers lose because the Sharks are right behind them for second in the division. So I would appreciate a win there. And then I have the last one is the Wild -1.5 against Detroit, just because it's a +138, and the Wild I think are 3rd in the league right now. And it's just decent value. Those 4 come out to +2,978. So $5 would pay $148.
Nice.
So
I like that. Well, I don't like your Hurricanes pick because it goes against that, but everything else is cool. All right, let's go ahead and get into the NBA. Something we all have here. Shane, you want to go ahead and tip us off with your NBA picks?
I certainly can. I also forgot that there is an NHL team called the Mammoth.
Yes.
Yeah, not Mammoths.
No, yeah, Mammoth. That was a jump scare because I knew about the Kraken. I knew about them, but I didn't know about the Mammoth. I forgot about that.
Utah Mammoth.
Because anyway, I have a 5-legger for the NBA. Nuggets -6 on the road against the Wizards because I'm going to pick against the Wizards pretty much. I don't really care what's going on with the Nuggets at this point. Magic -6.5 at home against the Hornets. I've heard the Hornets have been a little bit sneaky recently, but I don't buy it.
Yeah.
So
they blew out the Thunder by like 20.
I heard that. And I'm like, they can't keep doing that shit. There's no way. They're the Hornets. Yeah. It was an accident, what Dalton said. Mavericks +3.5 at home against Warriors. Jimmy Butler injury. I feel like it's a little bit iffy. Also, they really don't want Jonathan Kuminga on their team, but also they've said that no one wants him either. It's very weird. That's a weird situation.
They wanted to trade him to the Kings for Malik Monk before the season began.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Kings were like, they wanted to send DeRozan to like get off his contract.
Right. That's fair.
And now nobody wants Kuminga.
So. Who want me? Nobody.
It's kind of funny because the GM was the one who cooked his trade value, and then he was like, "Oh, I can't trade you if there's no demand."
Yeah, no one likes you, so actually, it's not my fault. You just are bad. Isn't it like?
And they gave him a huge contract too. So now he has like a big contract. Just like I don't like what.
Point is, the vibes are not good to me right now with the Warriors. Raptors -5. Sorry, that's actually tonight's game that kicks off in like 10 minutes, Jake, against your Kings. And I'm gonna bet against the Kings when I can.
I am too. Don't worry.
So that's all I'm gonna say about that. And Rockets -2.5 on the road. Sixers. Sorry, Dalton. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Anyway, 5 legs plus 2,414. Not bad.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. I have 3 picks for tomorrow. I took the Nuggets money line against Wizards. Nuggets are just doing Denver things now. I have the Sixers money line. I took this one just because I wanted the plus odds on it against Houston, so I got that at plus 120. And then I took the Warriors money line against the Mavericks, even though they're down Jimmy Butler. I just think that Steph Curry's going to go crazy on this one. I like watching Steph, and I think that I don't know. I just think without Jimmy Butler, they're still going to get it done on this one. But all 3 of those together is at plus 419. And something funny about not funny about the Jimmy Butler injury, but
no, it's okay. It's funny, right? He blew his knee.
McCaffrey and Juszczyk were there.
I was going to say something about that.
Oh no, they cursed him.
Yeah, and everyone posted a picture and like, wow, these dudes really showed up on the night that Jimmy Butler blew out his leg.
Oh my god! It's not the electrical facility.
Did you see the? Did you watch the press conference today, Casey? Because I saw something saying that like John Lynch said they're like looking into the thing next door.
They said,
we are looking into the electrical facility.
Yeah, they said that they're looking into every aspect at this point because it's become too much of a like story that they can't just let it go unnoticed at this point. And then they also said Brandon Ayuk played his last snap, so.
I think everyone's done.
I think everyone knew that, but like no one officially said it from the organization. So it was nice to hear John Lynch just finally put that one to bed. And
I'd love to hear what the hell that story actually was.
They said that they tried to reach out to him multiple times. Shanahan did, Lynch did, just no response.
Yeah, he just didn't show up.
Yeah, so interesting. I'm curious what in the world that's going to be like.
But. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, all 3 of those picks at plus 419. I'm going to slowly ease into NBA. I know we have to start picking up here. So,
All right. So for me, I just took teams that I like. That I like watching, and I just legitimately just teams that.
All right.
I think teams.
Hell yeah, dude.
I took Sixers money line against the Rockets, and I just parlayed these together. With Sixers, I'm starting to believe again. It's not good. I'm ready. But I am ready to get hurt again.
That's good.
I know it's gonna happen. Yeah. This postseason, I know this team's probably gonna hurt me, but they figured out how to manage Embiid. It seems like they got Edgecombe and Maxey actually looks like a legitimate superstar now. I am starting to believe in this team, and that's not good. But Sixers money line. I'm taking the Warriors money line as well, Casey. I just think that we'll do enough to get the job done against the Mavericks team that I just don't have any faith in right now. And then finally, I'm taking Heat money line against Portland. Just because, Heat in the regular season, they find ways to win games.
They do.
Cruft and Spo.
Yeah.
And then those 3 parlay together at plus 688.
Nice.
I like that. I actually do think the Sixers are for real this year.
Oh,
I have Maxey on my fantasy team.
Well, no wonder you feel that way. Jesus Christ.
Okay, genuinely, like I think he should be in MVP conversations. Like he is like 40 points a night, like type of.
Dalton's like, please stop talking.
But maybe I'm being too optimistic.
Stop. Jake is gonna manifest me getting Maxey.
He's gonna be going. He's gonna be playing in Golden
put his ass
State.
through the hoop by accident. And it's gonna be over.
He's
gonna get Brandon Knighted if anyone knows what I'm talking about there.
What happened to Brandon Knight?
Do you remember the lob incident like a decade ago?
No.
Whenever, it was Lob City Clippers and DeAndre Jordan going to the hoop. And Chris Paul threw a stupid lob that no one should ever finish except for like DeAndre Jordan in 2013 or whatever year it was. And Brendan Knight, God bless him, went up for that ball. And let's just say it didn't go his way.
No.
If you haven't, it's worth looking up. It was tragically bad.
Dude,
yeah.
That Clippers team was so fun to watch.
Yeah.
Couldn't get shit done in the playoffs.
Exactly. No team has ever been as fun or as disappointing as the Clippers in that era.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Hopefully that doesn't happen to Maxey though.
It won't.
Yeah.
It won't. I also took the Raptors -5 against the Kings tonight, so I'll be watching that one.
Yeah.
I need the Kings to lose every game from here on out. So, and they probably will, most of them.
Well, there you go.
Oh God, I just watched it.
Yeah, right, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the memorable ones for sure.
Yeah.
I took the Magic -6.5 against Charlotte. Just agree with Shane. The Hornets are such an inconsistent team. I have the Nuggets -6 against the Wizards because they're playing the Wizards, and I bet against the Wizards every week. Same with Utah, so I'm taking the Spurs -13.5 against the Jazz. And the last one I have is I took the Lakers money.
Oh, Jake might be dying.
We lost you. Yep.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Am I there?
Test.
Yeah,
There
we go.
there. Okay.
Okay, cool.
He's returned to the living.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my last bet was the Lakers money line at +102 against the Clippers. I don't know why the Lakers are underdogs. They're a much better team, and this is not a real away game. So I'm going to take the positive thoughts there.
Literally, though.
Yeah, there will be more Lakers fans in that arena for sure.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, yeah.
So I did include those all in a parlay with the one tonight, which comes out to +2,583. So a little something.
All right. Let's go ahead and start this painful freaking cycle of top 20 parlay bets in golf.
We're back, folks.
I saw it and my eyes lit up, but I also just felt that burning sensation of losing in the back of my head as well when I put this together, but it got me so excited. We have the American Express teeing off this weekend. It's in, what do we say, La Quinta, California, so they should be missing any type of pandemic snow we're about to be getting. But
they're in Palm Springs. They're not going to have anything.
Yeah,
they'll not be getting their shit kicked in, unlike most of the rest of us.
Yeah, so I'm going to head and kick this one off. I'm going to take 3 guys to finish top 20. I also took Scotty to win at +300. So I just got that one out of the way. I think that was just like a throwaway. But 3 guys to finish top 20. Patrick Cantley at +125. Scotty, I just threw it in there just to boost it a little bit at -550. I'm giving this guy one more damn chance to finish top 20. Oberg, I swear on everything, bro. I'm giving you one chance. I don't care if it's the first tournament of the year. One chance, bro, to finish top 20. But all 3 of those together was at +445, but it got a 20% boost on it, so it's at +534.
All right.
Nice. All right. So it's funny. Speaking of Oberg, I also went back to that well.
I had to give him one chance.
So I went a little further though, because honestly, this kind of meaningless January tournament, this is the type of thing that he wins and makes us all think he's legitimately going to be a star. So I'm taking Oberg to win at +2,200. I just like the value on it a lot, and he would win this tournament that no one's going to watch. And then I just took a top 10 and then a top 20 parlay. So my top 10 pick is Robbie Mack at +235. He's just really solid. He's just very consistent, good top 10 guy pretty much anywhere. So I like that a lot. And then my top 20 parlay, I just took 3 of my more reliable guys from last year. that were pretty steady finishers. I'm taking Akshay Bhatia, Harry Hall, and Wyndham Clark to all finish top 20 at plus 3,039.
Damn, there we go. There it was.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Dalton swinging for the fences on week
I
one.
am.
I love it.
I did no research. I just
that's when it had. That's the best betting
year.
Vibes. Yep, I love it.
Yeah, I pretty much did the same thing. I don't know. I kind of bailed on golf halfway through last year, so I'm just taking shots in the dark. I took Sky to win at plus 300 because why not?
Yeah.
And then I did a 3-leg for top 20 finishes, and I pretty much just took players that I've liked betting on before. Did no research at all, so take these with a grain of salt. But I took Patrick Cantlay at plus 150, Sepp Straka at plus 185, and then Min Woo Lee at plus 280. Because I feel like every time I watch golf, Min Woo Lee does well, and then whenever I don't watch golf, he's terrible. But those three together comes out to plus 2,607. So it's a decent little bump there. But they are all kind of long arms a little bit, so we'll see.
All right. Well, it all comes down to me, huh?
Join the dark side, Shane.
Yeah.
Let's hear the top 20.
So first of all, Dalton and I on the same wavelength. You got to hit it off with Oberg to win at plus 2,200. You got to do it.
There we go.
I knew what was going on. I see. I remember stuff sometimes. All right. I knew what was going. I knew Casey was going to have him in something, and he was going to immediately chastise him before he even to do anything.
Yep.
And I knew that someone else was probably going to throw him in there and something too. It just happened to be Dalton this time. So that's my winner bet. I'm not gonna. You think I'm gonna bet Scotty Scheffler plus 300? He hasn't even won this year. Oh wait, never mind. So anyway, and then my top 20, two to start off that are reasonable bets, I'll say, and then there's one I'm not gonna lie I picked because I don't know who this is and their name confounds me, and so I would like to bring it to the table and see if I can get some answers from maybe you guys or something. First we got Justin Rose plus 250. I know that man. Heard of him. There we go. We'll love that. Danny Burgers plus 185. Also sort of know who that is. Now, help me out with this one, guys. Is this Pearson Cootie?
Pearson Cootie.
Sorry, repeat that?
Pearson Cootie, I think is how you
Pearson Cootie. I thought it was like Pearson, but like
it might
stupid.
be Pearson. That actually makes more sense,
right? Isn't it? Doesn't that make more? But still stupid, but also makes more sense. And then Cootie, huh?
Yeah.
Man, the kids must have hated him.
Yeah.
In, like elementary school. They didn't. No one made contact with this kid, like with this guy as a child. I promise you that much. I threw him in there at plus 220. So all three together is at plus 3,092.
Damn, there we go.
Hefty. It won't hit. I promise you that. But I had to get Cooties in here for some reason. I don't know what that was. I was like, who's this?
Maybe you just tapped into a market that no one else knew about yet. You're first on the scene, I think.
Maybe. Hopefully.
Yeah. So
Justin Rose will finish 97th and then it won't matter. So
yeah. Those are the worst when one of your guys in the top 20 don't even make it past the cut.
Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
You throw Scheffler in there, he's 24th, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude. That's how it goes. But
yeah, anyway.
We'll see what happens. We'll report back next week and see if we're in better spirits than we were last year. I know Jake kind of hinted at it. We all kind of just stopped betting on golf midway through because it was just,
I was just donating money every single
week. We were getting destroyed. I couldn't tell you how many 3 out of the 4 legs I was hitting on the top 20s, and it was just pissing me off to no end. So
yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and get into why everyone's here. Well, in my mind, why everyone's here. The NFL. We have the conference championship this weekend. Kind of some stinkers last weekend, but some great games as well.
Yeah.
But man, there were some stinkers. But that's whatever. We're moving on to Cincinnati, as Bill Belichick would say. We'll go ahead and start off with the AFC Championship. We have Drake May against Stidham. First off, let's just talk about what the hell happened to Bo Nix, man. What was going on? Like,
the universe knew that Bo Nix is not allowed to be as far into the playoffs as the AFC.
Yeah. Did anyone catch that when it was happening live that he was hurt? I did not.
I didn't either. I think he just had so much adrenaline that he probably didn't show it.
Yeah.
He probably realized he's like, ow, my ankle hurts, but I don't think
Coach, I fucked up, Coach. What?
Yeah.
What?
My leg's on backwards.
My leg.
But so it's just one of them things where the Patriots are going to move on, and then we're going to have to deal with this freaking dynasty talk round 2. So let's just go ahead and go ahead. Sorry.
Are we sure? I mean, are we sure
Here we go.
that Jarrett Stidham is like?
Oh, I'm going to talk about it, trust.
Yeah.
Are we sure that Bo Nix was that much of a plus player?
I'm going to talk about it.
Losing him to Jarrett and replacing with Jarrett Stidham actually impacts the result that much?
Jarrett
Stidham, I have thoughts on it.
I'll just kick it off here. I have the Patriots minus 5.5 in this one.
Did you take an alternate line, or is that what the line is?
No, that was the line. That's the
current line. I think mine's like minus 4.5.
No, I think it was like it opened at 3.5, I believe, and then it's just slowly up. So I still like it at minus 5.5 at minus 102. The Patriots just have that, not team of destiny, but they're just winning, and they're doing the Patriot way of just winning. And it's kind of pissing me off because of seeing 10 years in the future right now where they're just constantly going to the Super Bowl. But I also think it'd be funny if they kind of did a reverse where they went to all these Super Bowls and just lost them.
Just do a Bills.
Yeah, where they went like 2-6 in the Super Bowl over the next 15 years. That would be.
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
It is great. Don't get me wrong, but
they would be mad about it somehow.
Yeah,
it would be pretty good.
Yeah, so I guess that's the only thing we can hope for is if they do make it to all these Super Bowls, they just lose them all, and then we're just like, you guys deserve this at this point. But Patriots minus 5.5.
I get it. I'm going Broncos plus 5.5 just because I think with their defense, I just think that their default is playing a 1-score game, one way or the other. I just kind of think that's just the defense is going to keep them in the game because I don't know if New England's going to score 20 points in this game. I'd be surprised if New England gets to 20. And I think Stidham can guide this Broncos offense to like 16, maybe something like that. I don't know. I could see like a 17-13 game, something like that.
I could see it, but
fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jake.
I'm taking the Broncos plus 200.
I'm
just gonna do it. I know the likelihood of this happening is low, but I just have a gut feeling. I've watched Jarrett Stidham play 2 NFL games, and the second was ugly. But the first, against Casey's 49ers, he threw like 400 yards.
Yeah.
And like 4 touchdowns. So I know he has some talent, and he can play at this level. Obviously, this is a much bigger stage than a week, like 16 game that doesn't matter. But I don't really think the drop off is that massive from Bo Nix to Jarrett Stidham. Like I don't think it's in terms of the way the offense will be run. I don't think it's going to be that big of a loss. So I think that's given a lot of value to the Broncos right now in terms of the odds. But I don't know. For some reason, I just find it a little bit hard to trust the Patriots. I don't know why. It's just like a gut feeling. But the Broncos are at home. I don't think it's a huge drop off at QB, and I've seen Jarrett Stidham play well. I think he can play well, and I think Denver's defense will keep him in it and at least make it close. So I'm going to take the value and go plus 200 and admit that it probably won't hit, but I just feel like it will.
Fair enough. I can respect that. I have Patriots minus 4.5. I just think at the end of the day, the Broncos defense is really, really good. But the Texans defense is still somehow a good bit better than that. And I think the Patriots offense showed enough against the Texans last week. I know they got a lot of help from turnovers, but the actual film from that game, I think the Patriots offense was able to find answers against that team. And I think they'll be able to do the same thing against the Broncos. Not to the point they're going to score, 30 points or anything like that, I don't think. But I think Stidham, as much as I don't think he's a huge, downgrade from Nick, especially as a passer, I do think you miss some of the element of being able to evade sacks and some of the mobility aspects of him. That's where I think it'll hurt their offense a little bit. But I don't think so much that this will be a blowout. But I do think the Patriots probably win like 24-14, 24-17, something like that. That's kind of where I'm thinking with this game.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, this game could be a huge toss-up. I honestly don't really know what to expect. Like you said, Jake, is it really that big of a drop-off having Stidham in there? So we'll see. I don't know, but we'll get on to the NFC game, the Rams and the Seahawks.
We'll find out who wins the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we'll find out who's
pretty much.
Yeah, basically, that's what it seems like.
Not trying to discredit the AFC, but this feels like the best game we're gonna get the rest of the way.
Yeah, it does.
This game involves Sam Darnold.
Yep.
Yeah,
and old Matt Stafford.
Yeah, that's MVP Matt Stafford to you, Dalton.
Still old. Doesn't make him any less ancient.
No, you're right. You're right. Just saying.
Yeah, this game is just two juggernauts going at it with one team that seems like they can just destroy anyone in their way, and the Rams seem like they can hold on enough to beat anyone in the league, even though if they get down in these scenarios where it seems like they can't come back, and then all of a sudden the fourth quarter's around and they're down by 3, and it's like, whoa, what just happened? The Rams are still in here. So with that being said, I'm taking the Rams plus 2.5 in this one. I think it's going to be I think the first half it's going to look like it's all Seahawks, and I think the Rams are going to come back in the second half in this one like they have all year in the second half of the year, it seems. So Rams plus 2.5 in this one.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I took Rams money line at plus 130. I just refuse to believe that Sam Darnold is going to play in the Super Bowl. That's really what it comes down to. I'm sorry. You can call me a hater. It's actually
I get it.
But yeah, I just think the Rams are going to continue to find ways to win these games. Maybe a little bit of it get gifted these games. I mean, Caleb Williams kind of gave that one away a little bit last week.
Yeah.
I would say DJ Moore gave it away more.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I would
especially at the end, but yeah.
Yeah. Like Williams also a lot of erratic plays in that game.
Yeah, he tends to do that still. He's special, but also a little iffy. So.
Yeah. And I just think that Darnold at some point is going to make that same mistake. And he's going to have the big one towards the end of the game, and it's going to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of where I'm leaning. I'm curious to see if the Rams can somehow eke out 4 wins in the postseason in a row, though.
Yeah,
it's not easy
to get to the Super Bowl.
Well, Darnold has thrown 6 interceptions against the Rams this year, so
and
very possible.
That's wild.
Against everyone else, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So that
is very possible.
Yeah.
I am going Seahawks minus 2.5 though. I think they're, as a team, a lot better than LA. I did bet against them last week because I thought that Sam Darnold was going to pull a Sam Darnold. And I know it was against a really injured 49ers team, but not that made me a believer in Sam Darnold, but I do feel a lot more comfortable betting on him now that he actually played a good game in the playoffs. I just think at home the crowd's going to be rocking. I thought the Rams really should have lost to the Bears. I mean, they almost did. If they don't have that interception on the route where DJ Moore just stops running, they probably lose that game.
Or if they just defended Cole Kmet.
Yeah, that cornerback had to be so happy when they ended up coming out with that win.
He would never be allowed to show his face in Los Angeles ever again.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, there's not enough Rams fans for that, but
well, yeah, that's fair.
They probably didn't even know the game was going on.
But yeah, I don't know. I just think Seattle's a better team, and they're at home, and I have a little more confidence in Sam Darnold now. So, I'm just gonna go with them at -2.5 there.
Yeah, I have Seattle -2.5 too. For me, this is more about I just really, really respect the defense of Seattle. And I know that the Niners team that they beat was certainly beat up as they've ever been, but like they're just everywhere. Like it felt like no matter what was going on with the Niners, no matter what they tried to do, there was always just some Seattle defender where they needed to be. Devin Witherspoon guards like 3 people every play. I'm not really sure how he does that because he's not even like when guys like Kyle Hamilton do that, it's because they're like 6'4" and have like a 12-foot wingspan and can literally guard like every blade of grass. He just does it off pure like instincts and suddenness and speed. Like it's ridiculous what he does as a coverage defender. Ernest Jones scares me with Stafford because I feel like he's going to try to do one of those stupid no-look throws and Ernest Jones is going to intercept him on it or something, like that type of shit. Like I just feel like the Seattle defense, I respect them too much and what Mike McDonald's done to just assume that Sam Darnold is going to ruin them, because as much as Darnold has the potential to be bad, I don't think he's going to be CJ Stroud tragically bad like we saw with the Texans defense and what doomed them ultimately. And as long as he's not tragically bad, with Kenneth Walker running the ball the way he is right now, I think that they can manufacture enough offense to just keep the Rams at bay.
Yeah. What's scary about that defense is what they do to the players that aren't touching the ball at all is what scares me, because there was a few times, especially there was a big play towards the end where Purdy took a 13-yard sack, and what happened was Pearsall was supposed to run an out route, and he just got jammed up at the line and ran into Rob. Like the freaking corners just made sure they couldn't run the route, and it just wreaked havoc. So if they could do that, I think I don't know. This is a toss up to me, but I'm still taking the Rams +2.5, but I could easily see the Seahawks that defense just taking over. So it'll be a fun one. Like we said, this will probably be who wins the Super Bowl out of this game.
I think that they're going to at least be favored against whoever comes out of the AFC, regardless who wins.
Oh yeah, 100%. So I know we'll go ahead and get into a few like props bets and then parlays we have. I'll just go through mine real quick. I have 3 prop bets. I just went with Ohio State guys in the league that I think are doing great this year. I'm taking Jackson Smith and Jigba. Most receiving yards out of both games at +190. I think he could sneakily have like 110, 120 yard game because he's open at all times for 15, 20 yards. And then I'm taking Travion Henderson, most rushing yards out of both games at +1100. Wow. The only reason I'm taking that is because the odds on it are crazy at +1100, and he is very capable of busting out those 60+
That's
yard
true.
runs.
If he does bust one, then it might be enough to get, because again, a lot of the games are going to probably be a lot of defense in this.
Yeah.
This one,
so I'm just hoping that he busts a huge one out for 60+ yards and then gets a like 20, 30 rough yards throughout the game. So that's why I'm taking that. Then I also took those 2 guys, Travion Henderson and Jackson Smith and Jigba, to score a touchdown at +520. Parlayed those 2 together. So those are my 3 prop bets for this weekend. Dawn, I know you said you have a parlay. If you want to,
yeah, I just parlayed my 2 picks together, and they come out to +330. So Rams money line and Broncos +5.5 at +330.
Those are great odds for that.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Jake, do you have just a parlay?
Yeah, I didn't have any.
Gotcha. Okay. I have one special on FanDuel. And then I have 2 touchdown parlays, one for each game. So I have Ramondre Stevenson and RJ Harvey to both record 5 or more rushing yards in each quarter of the Broncos Patriots game, which sounds like it's not that hard, but it kind of is, because you never know if there's a quarter where you just don't run the ball at all because you're behind or whatever. But if that were to happen, +1600 on that.
Nice.
So decent odds on that. And then I have 2 touchdown parlays, like I said, for the Patriots and Broncos game. I have RJ Harvey anytime touchdown score, and then I have a Drake May touchdown, which I think would be really funny to see him dive in there for a touchdown. Yeah. And then this one is kind of like, unfortunately, it kind of makes it so if you guys took the Broncos to at least cover, probably not going to happen if this if this one hits, New England defense touchdown on Jarrett Stidham. Maybe he tries to do something too little too spicy, and it doesn't go his way. And you know how I am with the defense touchdown picks. You never know. I had to throw one in there.
Yeah, I like that. It's good with the backup quarterback.
Right. Yeah. And then the odds on that one altogether. And actually, I took a screenshot of it, and it's being blocked by something, so I don't know right now. I'd have to pull it back up. Anyway, my one for the Seattle Rams game, Cooper Kupp and JSN to both score. Cooper Kupp gets the revenge touchdown. JSN scores because it's JSN. And then Kyron Williams is my Rams pick in that one. And that one is at plus 1758.
Nice. I like that.
And, I found the odds for the Patriots number one a little bit more, plus 45.76. Which you throw a defensive touchdown in there, it's not hard to do.
Yeah.
So
I like that. All right. Anyone got any other NFL bets? I did want to report on a future that I have for college basketball.
Okay.
A little bit of a local bet for me. Miami of Ohio Redhawks. I don't know if anyone's seen the commotion that they have. They're 20-0 right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So,
okay.
And they just got ranked. They're 25. They're ranked 25th.
Basketball's so funny, man.
Obviously, strength of schedule on the series is playing a huge part in this, but you can only play who you play. But I took Miami of Ohio to reach the Final Four at plus 15,000. I took that on the 16th, so just 5 days ago. Got it at plus 15,000. Trying to
nice
that right now. I'm sure it's not too much better, but just had to throw it out there. I mean, if they have 11 games left, so it's not. There's plenty of room for them to just all of a sudden take a dive at the end of this.
I mean, I have to assume that they're almost, unless they lose like most of those games, they're probably making the tournament. I would at least think, right?
I would hope so.
I mean,
obviously, if they lose 2 or 3, I think they're still like. Well, I'll give it 3 or 4. They're still in, I think, but. Yeah, if they completely crap the bed, they could be out of it altogether. But right now,
some of these games, they're just eking them out. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, the past few weeks, it's been a lot of OT wins. So that's what I'm saying. There's plenty of room for them to just completely fail at the end of the season. But I'm just gonna ride the hot hand at this moment.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, they're still at plus 15,000 to make the Final Four. So nothing. I'm sure I won't see any movement on that until we get
back-to-back overtime games.
Last 2 times. Yeah, yeah. So it's a risk, but I'm willing to take out, throw a few bucks on it at plus 15,000.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not?
Yeah, but all right. Any other futures across any of the leagues? All right.
I don't think so.
Well, I guess that'll do it for episode 40. Next week we will have Super Bowl. Obviously, we'll still have 2 weeks till Super Bowl, but we'll speak about the Super Bowl.
Can we bet the Pro Bowl?
I'm sure they'll have.
There's got to be some type.
There will be something.
I don't even know what to bet on that. What would you bet on?
Who does the coolest catch into the foam pit?
Hell yeah!
Or the quarter? Do they still do the quarterback
dodgeball?
I need a dodgeball spread.
Yeah, I need a dodgeball. I'm sure they'll have something. I'm like that. At this point, all these betting sites will just show.
Yeah, you can bet on anything, and I will say, factor in the name of the channel here, but come on.
Yeah,
some of the stuff you can bet on.
Yeah,
I don't know, folks.
Yeah, no,
a little dystopian.
There's a big difference between prop bets on an NFL game on DraftKings versus placing a bet on Kalshi about whether or not we're gonna bomb Venezuela.
Yeah, I really don't.
Yeah,
I cannot express enough how much I don't like that.
Yeah.
It's giving dystopian, and
what was that?
There's enough of that every day as it is. I don't need more of it from
fucking
Kalshi or whatever.
FTX, the coin that they were trying to do where they had all the celebrities. All the Kalshi ads that I'm seeing is giving me huge FTX vibes. I feel like
it's gonna blow up. I think
something bad's gonna happen. I don't like that the commercials the Roman Empire or whatever. It was 1 in a million to take over, and it's like, what David versus Goliath was 1 in 13,000. It's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Why are we doing this? But hey, I guess you got to get while the getting's good. So
I guess so.
But that'll be it for tonight. Like I said, episode 40, we'll have our 2 teams in the Super Bowl. We'll know. We'll probably talk about that. Obviously, we'll have some more golf, basketball, all that good stuff. Start flexing and strengthening that brain for the Olympics. We're going to have to start placing some bets on that.
Yeah.
I'm going to figure out what any of that is.
Yeah, so they're already
one.
I can't wait to bet on ski jumping.
It's already on there. I mean, there's tons of bets already ready to go for the Olympics, so definitely be on the lookout for that.
NHL players are playing hockey, right?
I think so, right?
Yeah.
Did they let them this year or this?
No, yeah, but the arena is supposed to be completed like 4 days before the first game. I'm not even joking.
Jesus
Man, that just
Christ.
It isn't the Olympics if we don't have some sort of infrastructure.
Turns out we don't have a playing field, guys.
Do they only have the one arena for the entire Olympics?
They have one arena.
So that ice is going to be terrible.
Yeah. They had no arenas. They had to build it for the Olympics. And they had 5 years.
0. Now we got 1.
And
hey guys,
it was like a month ago. It was projected to be done 2 days before the first game, and now it's 4. So
okay, so they're making up some time.
Yeah, they literally just left it until the very last second they could possibly do it.
Imagine like this Summer Olympics, they're like, oh, we don't have any basketball courts. Hold up, we got a week before it. Let's just go ahead and build some courts. That's what it feels like. Because I feel like hockey is a big draw in the Olympics at this point, especially if NHL players are going to be playing.
It's probably the biggest.
Yeah, at least on a brand new basketball court, newly built basketball court. There's probably no chance nobody tears their meniscus.
Yeah.
On really bad ice. On like game 20 of this Olympics, like once they get to like the 20th game, like once they're in like after all the pool play and stuff, that ice is gonna be beat to hell. If I'm an if I'm an NHL GM, I'm telling my stars like, no, you can't go. Like no,
there's gonna be 4. I think there's like days with like 4 games or something like that. The third period of that 4th game, the ice is gonna be horrible.
It's going to be like an AAU tournament where it's just 50 teams waiting to play on one court. Jesus but as long as they have like the big old ski jump ready to go, that's all I'm worried about. I love watching that where they jump off that 3,000-foot hill or whatever the hell it is. They just
like legit fly for like 40 seconds. You're like,
You can bet on curling.
I was gonna say curling's legitimately.
I love curling.
I like watching curling. I actually enjoy it.
There's something about it where I'm like, there's certain sports where I watch it and I'm like, who the fuck first thought to do this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was like, what if we threw a little stone or kind of a big stone? What if we just threw a big stone on all this ice and just kind of like brushed at it until it stopped?
Yeah.
If you think about it, it's kind of like cornhole, but just like
it's like it is like cornhole, but it's also like still, at least with cornhole, like it's a little bit easier to figure out how someone could have thought about doing that. You know what I mean? Like, because there's something for you to like not just aim at, but like put it through, right?
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of sports where it's like put it in the net or the goal or whatever.
Curling is just like push it over there.
Yeah, it's like here's an ice like circle to throw it or to slide it towards, and we're gonna figure it out.
Yeah,
I just think it's funny. That makes me crack.
And I love like some of the people that are like brushing to create the path. They're just screaming, just yelling at the top of their lungs, just brushing the shit out of the ice. It's just great times.
Yeah, that's what I don't get. Do you brush to make it go faster, or do you brush?
I think it's
so it's like
out the ice.
Yeah, it clears a path. So like if you want the block or whatever to go right, you just brush. You kind of like brush a path for it to like smooth out. I'm pretty sure, and it kind of follows that path. If I'm not mistaken, it's kind of like the way they guide it, but
I always kind of felt like, honestly, I always assumed that it was just a way to convince them to have more people on the team. That was my assumption for like
that idea. But it turns out those people aren't actually doing anything.
Yeah, they're not like they don't do anything except for that. Like
my favorite part of curling is when it's like obviously a bad throw and it just like sails like out the back.
And no shit. And the brushers are like, well, nothing we can do.
It just goes straight through the back.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm the best brusher in Iceland.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, all right, that's cool.
And I love when they go back, they just like slide on one foot and just it's just hilarious. Like it's
they have like one slip resistant shoe.
Yeah, they just like push off with their other foot and just slide down. I'm like, hell yeah.
I love the vibe difference between the Winter Olympics and Summer Olympics. It feels like the Summer Olympics are like all like just like really like serious, and they get so like, but in the Winter Olympics it's just whimsy, pure whimsy.
Yeah,
everything
it's
about
literally
it.
It's great.
It's great.
That's all it is.
Incredible stuff.
Curling, figure skating, ski jumping, like it's just all the like random stuff.
It's all the like things that you golf clap whenever something goes well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's incredible stuff.
But I don't know. I would say Olympics are all time just top like watching. I could sit there and watch figure skating for 4
like,
hours. All right, is America in
pretty
it?
good today.
Yeah.
It is nice to spend like a full day like just watching them. Like I always do that. One time I got I think it was when it was in Russia and I was in high school. I got super sick for like 2 weeks and I literally just watched every single like Olympic event for like 2 weeks.
That's awesome.
Like,
nice.
I would just wake up and lay on the couch all day. Just
worst ways to be sick.
Bobsled or something.
Yeah.
Like,
it's great. So we'll definitely have some of that coming up. I think we'll have probably just one more show, and then after that, we're going to be getting into it. I think they start on the 6th of February. So
I think so.
Yeah, so we'll be talking about that. So just get ready for that. But we do appreciate you guys watching tonight. Good luck in the conference championship. Good luck into everyone that's trying to figure out how to bet their money after the football season's in. So just stick around with us. We'll try to guide you through it. At least just fade us because, I mean, we're just not
one or the other.
So be on the lookout. But thank you again for watching.